Yeah, Khun Thanong, one of the ways to measure the relative strength of local currencies against the US dollars now is using the purchasing power parity. Now, this purchasing power parity looks at a specific product. And before, we used to have what's called the Big Mac index, Khun Thanong, if you remember. You see how much Big Mac costs in different countries. This was conducted by the Economist magazine. Now we have, and that's because McDonald's is really prevalent, anywhere in the world. Now we have as late as what's called the Starbucks index by the Wall Street Journal, looking at how much a grande latte would cost in each country, and then seeing its currency, comparing the currency, because Starbucks has over 20,000 stores around the world. Looking now in our hands now, we have a list of how much a coffee actually costs in each country. Now, what's the top of the list, Khun Thanong, the most expensive and the cheapest?
Yes, it's a cup of the grande latte is priced most expensive in dollar terms in Oslo, $9.83. And the lowest is India at $2.80. Well, Oslo is one of the Eurozone countries, and if you look at the chart, second countries that have the most expensive, in terms of dollars, is Stockholm or Sweden, followed by Moscow, Zurich, Switzerland, and Helsinki. So most of the Scandinavian countries, in terms of cost of living, are pretty high. And this survey is quite convenient for business travelers because when you travel to different countries, you tend to stay in the same hotels, you go to the same restaurants, go to the Big Mac, go for coffee at Starbucks, and you would like to know, how you pay the price for a cup of coffee, or a cup or a meal, in different countries. So it's quite convenient, for business travelers, to see how they have to pay, in each country.
Yeah, it seems like Europeans, mostly Europeans, are paying more for coffee than New Yorkers, Khun Thanong.
Yes, if you use New York, as a baseline or as a benchmark, a cup of grande latte, is priced at $4.30.
Yes.
So any price, higher than this, meaning that the local currencies of that country are stronger than the US dollars. And we can see that we have lots of countries, which use the euro, selling the grande latte at higher, price than what is being offered, in New York. So, but the different cost, the cost of living in different countries are not the same. Like Athens, surprisingly, is selling the grande latte at $5.84, even though Greece now is a full-blown economic crisis, and with high unemployment, I wonder how many Greeks, can afford, to buy a cup, of Starbucks coffee.
Well, what's more also surprising and is not included in here is Thailand's price for Starbucks, which ranks even higher than in London.
Yes, when you think about expensive capital cities to live in, normally we think about the high cost of office space, condominiums, to live in, and also restaurants there. And the top most expensive capital city is normally London, New York, or Tokyo. But in this case, a cup of grande latte in London is sold, is priced slightly below that of Bangkok. It means that the pound sterling, over the past years have been depreciating a lot, compared to, the US dollars.
So in London, that's about $3.81, while in Bangkok, it would cost $3.85 for a cup of grande latte.